कोई आए नहीं इधर। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैव पशममयान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदेशभो कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकराजस्मात् आनन्दसाम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ओम वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्धृतं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। Today we are going to see Yoga Vasishta Nirvana Prakaran and second half, 46th chapter. We have completed already 45th, where we saw we took the mind as a deer and being disturbed by the endless, dense, terrific forest that is world, the mind gets troubled and for rest it runs either and thither, and in the end it gets little rest and in the shade of a tree that is called the tree of Samadhi, which is will-fulfilling tree. All the desires are fulfilled by that tree. And slowly that deer, the mind deer, it tries to enjoy the fruit of that tree, the fruit of samadhi, and enjoys it. And today we shall see when he enjoys the fruit of that will-fulfilling tree, which is known as samadhi tree, or we may say dhyan tree. So how it enjoys, what happens to the mind, how it enjoys the bliss, that we shall see in this chapter. ध्यान रूपी कल्प वृक्ष के फल का आस्वाद लेने पर मन की जैसी स्थिति होती है तथा विषयों से जैसा दृढ़ वैराग्य उत्पन्न हो जाता है, उसका हम वर्णन करेंगे इसमें. We shall discuss both the sides of the result of eating that fruit. That means enjoying bliss. One side is the result of feeling of that rest and absolute peace, bliss, contentment, equanimity, all these, how he enjoys all these. And at the same time, how it gets complete dispassion towards the world that was compared with a forest. How he does not want to go again to that terrific forest. It will want only to rest, not to go run hither and thither in the forest, because he has experienced so much difficulties. So naturally he will get dispassion towards the world, forest. Both these sides we shall discuss. Vasishta ji says, हे श्री रामचंद्र जी, परमार्थ फल के साक्षात अनुभूत होने तथा मुक्ति की दृढ़ स्थिति होने पर परम साक्षात्कार वृत्ति रूप जो बोध भी अपनी उपादानभूत अज्ञान के बाद से शीघ्र असद्रूप हो जाता है तथा मन रूपी यह मृग भी परम पुरुषार्थ रूप जो आत्मरूप हो जाता है. What he says, when this mind enjoys the absolute peace, rest, in that state of samadhi, then what was the result of the samadhi? The cause was suffering. Cause was suffering. Because he was suffering in the world, that's how he wanted to get rid of it. That's how he wanted to some way out, and in the end he came to the shade of this tree. That means when mind gets completely disturbed, tired, and suffered so much in the world, so naturally it needs some way out. So it goes on searching for some way, and by chance, if some guides him, then easily and quickly it reaches its aim, goal, that is rest. The mind has become so much tired in the worldly transactions, every moment running here and there and getting nothing, being frustrated everywhere. So in this way, when it is tired and tried to find out some way, and if by chance some guides him in the proper way, and if at all he follows it sincerely, honestly, then he is bound to come to an end of these all sufferings. And both way we have discussed, if you climb a mountain and have reached some height, at the same time you have created a depth, same depth. 1,000 feet height means 1,000 feet depth, side by side. This world is made up of pairs of opposites. We cannot separate the opposite from positive. We cannot. Just as the coin has head and tail both, if you take out the head, it is not at all a coin. If you take out the tail, it is not called coin. World means both together. Where there is light, there is darkness. And world is a comparative field. Everything is compared. That is how it is known as relative world. Everything is compared, the positive with negative. So when he enjoys the bliss, naturally he will have dispassion, vairagya towards the world. As much he enjoys, so much he feels distracted towards the world. So his dispassion depends and strengthens. So when the samadhi becomes very steady, means it continues for a longer period, and that steadiness is perfect now. It is strengthened, it is continuous, there is no chance of becoming again any disbalanced out of it. So what happens at the same time, the mind forgets the world. It never thinks of the worldly transactions and problems and sufferings. Comparatively, both go together. As much as you progress in the spiritual field, in your practice of spiritual exercises, say withdrawal of the mind, fixing it in one point, having success in it. So now you can meditate for a little time. That time again increases. Slowly you are able to sit calmly without having many thoughts, having only one thought steady, not moving. Then you are steady and strong in meditation. It continues, prolongs for a long time. In this way, when you advance in the practice, slowly you are going away from the worldly affairs, and your dispassion also gets strengthened, and all other qualities also. The negative qualities get weakened and positive qualities get strengthened. Both go side by side, parallelly. So what happens? You will have less of desires and more of contentment, less restless and more steadiness, and less relation with sense objects and more away from it. Both go side by side. In this way, in the end, the mind gets complete dispassion. It will not see back. Of course, it started from the world only, from the relativity. It was roaming in the relative world for sake of to get some pleasure. But when it gets pain, suffering instead of pleasure, then it gets tired and it slowly develops dispassion towards the sense objects. So as you advance in spiritual path, so also you go away from the worldly attractions and relations with the sense objects, and naturally your dispassion becomes stronger and stronger. तेल रहित दीपक के तुल्य पूर्व काल की इसकी मृगता यानी विषय रूपी तृणों के अन्वेषण की जो स्वभावता न जाने कहाँ चली जाती है। उस समय तो हे श्री रामचंद्र जी अनंत आत्मस्वरूप का प्रकाश करने वाली एकमात्र परमार्थ दशा ही अवशेष रह जाता है। What happens? We compare this mind with a deer. Why? Because just as the deer goes for grazing grass, better, more soft and more fresh grasses, it goes on searching for better grass. Though everywhere there will be something to eat, but it goes for better ones. Always it runs in the forest to find something better. And it is always restless. Similarly, the mind always roams in the relative world in search of some pleasure from sense objects, worldly objects. But why it runs? Does it not get anything? It gets little. And just as the deer looks ahead, something better, similarly the mind also Its nature is to get something more, something better. This is the cause of our desires, because we are never satisfied. Whatever we have, we are never satisfied, we want more. That is the cause for desires. The mind is never satisfied with little achievement or little pleasure it gets from the sense objects. So it gives up one and goes for the other. This is the cause why it runs. Because of dissatisfaction. It is never satisfied whatever it gets. In this way, when it runs from object to object for better enjoyment and better pleasure, more pleasure, naturally it is restless. And the desires also grow. But when it gets some enjoyments in the spiritual path, if at all it gets something, they say, if you meditate really in true sense, if you meditate for 1 minute, then for 1 week, no disturbance can irritate you in this world. For 1 week, nothing can disturb you. So much satisfaction and so much steadiness, so much resisting power. You will not be irritated by any disturbing situations. Your mind becomes so calm. At least for 1 week, nothing can disturb you. This is the words of meditators, those who meditate in real sense. Of course, we meditate for hours, but yet we are yet restless. Our so-called common people's meditation is something different. It is not real meditation. Of course, you may sit with closed eyes and calmly, but look at your mind, how it runs. The more you want to bring it to one point, more it runs and becomes more and more restless. It is just like the children, if you ask them to not to do something, they will try to do it. Why he denies it? Why he forbids me to touch it? Let me touch how it happens. Which is forbidden, you try to do the same. So this is the natural law, negativity. Negativeness is nature. From the very beginning we have been discussing, the world is nothing but the shadow, the reflection of the absolute. So easily we can say the object is positive and reflection is negative. Positive is the object and negative is the reflection. Reflection is nature, world. So, from the very beginning of starting point of this creation or world, what you see around you, as we think it is real world, this is full of negativities. That's how negative force is stronger in the world than the positive force, because it is started with negativity. So what happens? Mind is naturally restless and it wants more, never gets satisfied, and positive attempts mean to replace it by good qualities. Of course, it is difficult to achieve something positive. Everybody is naturally encouraged towards negativity, naturally. And we have to, just as the flow of the river goes downwards, it is but nature. If you want to make the flow upward, then you have to put a stoppage, some embankment, let the water accumulate, and then slowly it has to move up. Or else naturally it goes downwards. So is the case with everything in this world. Mind also has natural tendency to do wrong things. And that's how we have to stop it, and slowly we have to try to make it positive. Yoga teaches us so many skills. So what he says, because the mind always thinks for something more, something better, that's how it is restless, and that's how it is compared with the deer, just as the deer roams here and there, restlessly runs from here and there. So also this mind runs in these worldly objects to get better ones, to get better ones. This is its nature. And when it enjoys the bliss, it rests, then that rest, that steadiness, that balanced state dominates it, it remains as it is. That is called the end of your running, end of your desires. He gives an example, just as the lamp, when the oil is exhausted, the lamp has to blow out. It automatically stops burning, isn't it? So that end of oil which helps the wick to burn, when it ends, similarly when the desires get exhausted completely, then your mind will stop working in the worldly field. No more exertion. Nirvana, this is called nirvana, means complete end. Nirvana. So, mind, when all the desires are burnt up, it gets the absolute steadiness, that is the end or the remnants. Remnants is the truth. So we have so many different words for it. We call it the truth or unchanging, the absolute equilibrium, Atman Paramatma, the absolute. In any way we can name it, but you must understand the remnants in the end of worldly journey. When the world ceases to exist, then what remains? Remnants is the truth. If you rub out all the pictures from the picture, what remains? The background screen will be there. That background is known as the remnants and the truth, the holder, the substratum for everything. Without that, nothing can exist. The absolute existence, that is known as the remnants. ध्यान रूप वृक्ष को परमार्थ रूप फल को प्राप्ति हो जाने पर बोध रूपता को प्राप्त वह मन वज्र के समान दृढ़ स्थित ऐसे धारण कर लेता है जैसे पंख शून्य पर्वत. Again the same example he brings. पंख शून्य पर्वत, the wingless mountain. We have discussed it previously. Why he says wingless mountain? It is said that mountains had wings before. In the beginning of the creation, mountains had big wings, and they could fly, and anywhere they can sit. So wherever they sit down, under it everything is gone, destroyed. So Indra, the natural ruler over these worlds, ruler, controller, the controller of water aspect. It is controlled by Indra, and so water is the life, essence of life. So Indra is taken as the ruler of three worlds. He is the king of all the gods. So he had to take care of all the beings. So he had to cut off all the wings of the mountains. So mountains got steadied. They are fixed in one place. They cannot fly nowadays. So the Indra is known as the enemy of mountains, and he is the enemy of mountains, and he cut down all these wings of the mountains for the sake of all the beings. So in this way, when he gives the example, if just like the mountains without wings, how they are so steady, they cannot move at all. Similarly, when the mind is without the desires are just like wings, and mind flies with the desire wings. When the desires are destroyed, the mind has to steady down. It has to become one pointed steady at one place. So when the desires are destroyed, mind gets steadied just like the mountains. And slowly its steadiness becomes stronger and stronger. बाह्य पदार्थों के विषय में मनन स्वभावता, बाह्य पदार्थों के विषय में मनन स्वभावता न मालूम कहाँ चली जाती है और निर्बोध विभाग शून्य परिपूर्ण अखर्बात्मक सद्रूप एकमात्र स्वच्छ चिन्मात्रता ही अवशिष्ट रह जाती है. When all the desires are destroyed, the mind cannot run from object to object outside, and it cannot go on contemplating over sense subjects. It cannot have contact with the sense subjects, and this way nobody knows where restlessness vanishes and it becomes so steady, which is called absolutely fullness. Means there is no need of anything, there is no incompleteness. Everything it enjoys within, it never goes out. The mind goes out to get something. When he gets everything, means feels the fullness, completeness within, then there is no need of going out in search of getting something. So that fullness, that feeling of completeness, perfection inside, that automatically it stops the mind to go out, become restless, and it enjoys the absolute balanced state, harmony, or we can say equilibrium, state of equilibrium, balanced state, where there is no question of movement. It is completely satisfied with it, and it never try to go out. And that is called the remnants. चिन्मात्रता ही अवशिष्ट रह जाती है. जड़ देहादि के अविवेक से जड़ बनी हुई सी जो चित्त की पहले सत्ता थी, वही अब देहादि का ठीक ठीक परिज्ञान हो जाने पर निर्मल स्वरूप से स्थित हो करके मानो बोध रूप से उदित हुई है. क्योंकि यह आदि और अंत से शून्य स्वच्छ आत्म प्रकाश रूपी फल प्रदान करने वाली है. आत्म प्रकाश रूपी फल प्रदान करने वाली है. the subconscious mind, chitta, when is when is polluted by many impressions, memories of the sense objects, by the contact of the senses with the particular objects through mind, intellect, etc., and it gets polluted. Means it is covered up. Really speaking, the chitta, subconscious mind, is a pure substance. When it gets polluted, it is overpowered by all these impressions or memories of the sense objects, then it appears to be restless. But when all these outgoing tendencies are withdrawn, withhold, then it gets purified and it glitters like the sun. It in by nature it was not restless, but by the contact of sense objects through mind, senses, and all these happens only because of this body. It is attached to body also. It is dependent on body and it is dependent on mind, intellect, etc., senses, prana. All these together make it restless. Other example you can give, just as a lamp burning and it is covered up with some coverings, say glass covering, or again around the glass we put some plastic sheets, say it is white plastic sheet, then again with thick white plastic sheets, and then again black plastic sheets. Yet we will see outside some kind of very vague light. We know something is burning inside. But when one by one these obstructions are taken out, these screens are taken out, then the light becomes more and more brighter. And when all the coverings are taken out, light glows so brightly that we can see. Similarly, this chitta, which is covered up by or polluted by all these impressions and memories of the sense objects, it appears to be restless, and we don't see its real nature. Real nature is light. It emanates lights, it flashes like a self-burning, self-effulgent, bright light, and that is the remnants, that is the end of all the restlessness of the mind and senses, body. And he says it is because of only body, because it is attached to the body. Body attachment is the root cause of all the restlessness. to keep up this body, to protect this body, to fulfill the needs of the body. The senses work and the mind also. Mind is nothing but the master of the body, father of the body, or friend of the body, everything. It is in all way it is attached to the body. Because of the body, mind becomes restless. If there is no body, there is no need of being restless. There is no need of any sense objects or desires to fulfill. All these troubles are there because of body. Body has senses and body has prana also. Body has mind also. Mind is attached to body. Prana also. So they have been one group and body is the root cause. Whole body means whole total body, totality. So all these are within it. So every individual body of this body, they try to protect this body. As a result, we have means whole body, whole total mind, body, senses, prana, everything is restless. Why it is so? Why body becomes the cause for all this restlessness? Because of its limitedness. It is limited in all sense. It cannot have, by itself, it cannot have contact with others. Senses or mind or prana, they have to work. Then only body can have contact with others. It needs everything because it is every way limited. So it wants everything in this world. And as a result, to fulfill the needs, mind gets restless, takes the help of senses, and prana helps it. By every cooperative society, one cooperates with the other, and whole total personality is restless. And of course, the main link is mind. Mind is everything. Mind works, then only prana works. Mind directs prana to work in a particular way, and senses also work because of mind. And mind is intellect, nothing else. Mind is ego, changing aspect. Everywhere there is ego. Every change is of mind. Every thought of mind is known as ego. I, that feeling of I, existence. I do exist. So every thought also feels that I do exist. So that is called that is called ego, identity. Because of existence, identity will be there. That is called ego. So ego is ever-changing, so restless. And that's how the whole total body or personality or I is restless because of body. And body is restless, needs all these only because of its limitedness.
Swami, light is Satchidananda.
Huh?
Light is Satchit Ananda.
Life,
Light.
light, yes, of course. Why it is light? Because it is knowledge, because it is existence. Existence is called knowledge, existence is called light, existence is self-supported. So, so existence is light and knowledge and contentment, bliss, and also it is because it exists in all way, at all time, without any conditions. So it is anything you can call it. You can call it light, you can call it knowledge, you can call it substratum for everything, you can call it the holder of everything or life of everything. Because of that only all these lives which are ever restless, we see because of steadiness we see the unsteadiness. Imbalanced state is seen on a balanced state only. The waves are seen only in the balanced water level. So the water, the substratum is cause for everything. Call it as you like, call the water as wave or bubble or whirlpool. It makes no difference.
Light is food also.
Food also, energy also, everything. From any angle you see it, it looks that way.
I'll explain from you.
See?
I will explain how light is food.
Yes, yes.
So once Sardarji is standing in front of a tube light. ट्यूब लाइट के नीचे सरदार जी खड़े हैं,
हाँ
his
जी,
mouth wide open, ऐसा मुंह खोल के खड़े हैं. Wife will ask, why are you standing like this with your mouth wide open, right के नीचे?
जी.
Doctor has told me today's dinner should be light.
Pardon?
Doctor has told me that today's dinner should be light. आज का dinner light होना चाहिए.
अच्छा अच्छा. You should have light dinner. So he is standing below the light with open mouth.
So light is food.
Light food. That's why light is food also. Light is everything.
Swami, what is the difference between Satchit Ananda and Hiranyagarbha?
Huh?
What is the difference between Satchit Ananda and Hiranyagarbha?
From one angle there is no difference. When dualism starts, there is difference. Hiranyagarbha is nothing but the womb of the Absolute. Why it is called Hiranyagarbha? Hiranya means the golden womb. Why it is called golden? Why not silvery? Because the fire is known as the light, and fire is of golden color. Naturally, all the fires we see with golden color. And when see the sun, when sun rises, before that we see the golden rays. And any light, it emanates only golden rays. You may say stars are not golden, moon is not golden. Why it is not so? Because they are not self-effulgent light. Self-effulgent light is of golden color. And if at all you say something, you express something which we know as world. If truth is expressed, then it has to be taken as light. And light is of golden color. So, the origin is golden. Hiranya Bindu, Hiranya Garbha, हिरण्य नाभ भी कहा गया है. Everywhere the golden color is used because of its glow. The glow of the light is golden. And light is knowledge. Light is visibility. That's how it is knowledge. Without seeing, you cannot know anything. You cannot have contact with others. So, knowledge is light. Light is golden. Its glow is golden. So, the origin itself, the womb of the world or expression of the absolute is golden. So it is called Hiranyagarbha. Vishwagarbha भी कहा गया. All these worlds are in the womb of the absolute. और भी बहुत प्रकार से कहेंगे. This is not enough. You can explain it from many angles. This is how we can see in short Hiranyagarbha. It is not called only Hiranyagarbha, it is called Virat also. Virat means the bigger than the biggest. It is also called Tejas. Tejas means the glow. If at all you talk something about the absolute existence, that means you are expressing it, that is its light or its glow. So it is called Tejas, Virat, because there is none other than it. So it is all-pervading, ever-existing. So there is no greater than it. There is nothing greater than it. So it is bigger than the biggest. And because everywhere it is present, so everywhere there is center. So center is the smaller than the smallest, naturally. So in this way, from different angle it is seen and expressed. So different seers, they have given different names to it. हिरण्यगर्भ, विराट, तेजस, और भी कहते हैं क्या क्या सब नाम देते हैं. क्या नाम देते हैं सब? बोलिए स्वामी जी. क्या? Vishwa. Vishwa because it is all pervading everywhere. So Vishwa. Vishwa, Tejas, Virat. प्रज्ञा. प्राग.
विश्व में जागृत होता है,
हाँ.
स्वप्न में तेजस होता है,
अच्छा.
और सुसुप्ति में प्राज्ञ होता है. और
प्राज्ञा.
हाँ,
प्राज्ञा.
चतुर्थ.
हाँ, प्राज्ञा. और इसका नाम भी और बहुत सारा है. मेधा, धीति. खाली इसको हिरण्यगर्भ नहीं कहते हैं, भूगर्भ भी कहते हैं, स्वर्ण बिंदु भी कहते हैं. क्या क्या नाम सब है. जो विष्णु का जो नाम है ना, वो सारे परमात्मा का भी नाम है. from different angles, they have seen it from differently, and they have named it differently. And they compare it with different status. So, as our scriptures say, Susupti, where you have the experience which is covered up, you know that you are, but you cannot express it. So you know it, that knowledge is known as pragya. Pragya is something, the knowledge which is not expressed in the very beginning. You know yourself, but you have not been able to express yourself. So that state of your knowledge is known as pragya, pragya, dharana, dhriti, all these names they give. And just as you were telling, something as intuition, super intellect, super transcendental knowledge, something we can say. Words are not exact to express it. Something you can know, something you can understand.
And is Sachidananda something smaller compared to the Hiranyagarbha? I mean, the
Idea, you can have your ideas as you like. Smaller, bigger, there is no comparison. So if you want to compare, you can compare as you like. Because we understand by our mind, by our vision, by our knowledge, we understand everything. Our knowledge is so relative and so little, so limited. Whatever I say, it is not the reality. Whatever you understand, that is not the reality. So in between, let us explain something and understand something. So the last is who is the explanator and who is the understanding person, who is the speaker, who is the hearer. Same. That is what we did previously. Drashta, darshan, drisya. If you analyze it, the seer remains only as the seen and seeing everything. So one remains in the end, all duplicates, they become duplicates, they become copies. One, क्या कहते हैं उसका पहला जो होता है, original draft, and then take out as many copies you like. So they appeared just as the true original copy, and take out thousands of copies out of it. It will look like that. So call it Hiranyagarbha, call it Maya also, call it world also, Vishwam Vishnur Basadkaro. Vishwa means the truth. Hiranyagarbha means the truth. When it is expressed. So in what way you can express? Whatever you express, it is a polluted or it is a mixture, it is a something added with something, then only you can express. Expression is a process, and you want to you want to, the wave wants to explain the water. How can it explain? The bubble wants to talk about the water. Then in what way it can explain? When it bursts, becomes water, then only it can explain what is water. So again and again we discuss, we come to this conclusion, keep quiet, keep the mind quiet. Silence is the answer to all the questions. If at all you go on putting questions and arguing, and there is argument, there is logic, there is everything, justice, everything is there. But everything is have an end. In the end, that glows like the light. When all the darkness disappears, then only the sun rises. Of course, we can see something in the dawn, little visibility. We can see some objects haphazardly, isn't it? So this is what we are doing. Whatever is explained, whatever you have heard, whatever is learnt, everything is good for nothing. It is not the reality. But somehow to have some satisfaction, that's all. This we conclude every now and then. Keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet. Then you will get all the answers. Try to stop your questions, then you will get the answers. As long as questions are there is no beginning of the answer, isn't it? As long as you are talking, you are giving your question, how can I give you my answer? So when the questions stop, the answers begin. Okay? Understood? Got the point? When the questions stop completely, then answers begin. Stop questioning. And then how is the answer? When you have stopped your questions, then you are silent. Silence is the answer to the all questions. And whatever we do, it is just time passing and having little amusement. This amusement, this entertainment is better way to pass time. Here is no danger, no difficulty, no problem. Other way, if we pass time, we have problems and so many difficulties, problems. So this is the way. Go on asking questions and get some answers for the time being. बाह्य पदार्थों के विषय में मनन स्वभावता न मालूम कहाँ चला जाता है. When the mind stops going out, having contact with outward sense objects, then only mind gets restless. And when it rests in the center, that is in the heart or on the absolute, then that restlessness, nobody knows where it vanishes. अखर्वात्मक सद्रूप, अखर्व परिपूर्ण, अखर्वात्मक सतरूप एकमात्र स्वच्छ चिन्ह मात्रता ही अवशिष्ट रह जाती है. Again and again he says, if mind stops going out and being restless, then what remains, that is called truth. Remnants is truth. So this also we have discussed many times, what happens to the mind when it is steady. What happens to the mind? Mind remains as mind, means steady mind means one thought. Restless mind means a flow of thoughts, a series of thoughts, change of this process, thought process, and again having contact, going out and having contact with different sense objects. This is called mind. And when mind becomes steady, that means one thought is steady. If it is many, then there will be a flow, there will be a change. So steady mind means one thought. And that thought never multiplies, never changes. That's how it is one. And that one thought also remains for some time. As long as that thought is there, it is neither world nor truth. It is in between. Just as the boundary line. It is neither this side nor that side. It is the border, demarcation line. So, one thought is just like that. And when that boundary line is taken out, there is no this side, that side, there is no in or out. So, what happens to that boundary line? Boundary line means one thought, which is never going that side nor this side. So when that one thought boundary line is taken out, then what remains? Everything remains. And that you cannot express, so you can say nothing remains. And everything remains. Same meaning. Nothing means everything, because there is no boundary line. So what to say and how to say? We have no words which has got no limit. Every word is limited, every sentence is limited, every expression is limited. When the limiting line is taken out, then what remains? Can you speak? Huh? Can you hear? What can you do? When all the boundaries are taken out, the boundary of the body, the senses, the mind, thought boundary. Thought has also limits. It is a vibration, a wave, one wave. So if a wave is changing, that means it will give rise to many waves. So if it is not moving, then what it is? It is water only. If the wave is not moving, what it is? The remnants is water. Similarly, when the wave is not moving, it cannot stand as a wave for long. It has to become labeled with a water surface. It cannot rise up itself as a wave. How long it can be wave? Similarly, the thought will remain for some time as one thought. Then it becomes, all the boundaries are taken off. It becomes one with the in and out and this and that. All the boundaries are gone. So nothing can be said about it. So the remnants is the truth. Again and again, the mind enjoys that state of remnants. Mind becomes one with that absolute remnants. And that cannot be expressed, so we call it somehow or other, we call it absolute contentment, absolute bliss, zero desires, complete annihilation of desires, and whatever way we can say. Liberation, freedom from all the restlessness, end of desires. That's how he again and again expresses it with by the word remnants, अवशिष्ट. अवशेष ही रह जाता है. And that remnants we can express as the remnant, or which never changes, we call it in relative words, we call it truth. Truth never changes and falsehood changes. How? This also we have seen. Absence is ever changing, presence is never changing. Presence is never changing. It is steadiness, presence. And absence is ever changing. If your friend is absent, he is not with you, you want to search for your friend. You go to meet your friend. You don't know where he is. Then what will you do? You have to go on changing place to place, searching for him. So absence is ever changing unless the presence is achieved. And the moment you have the presence, then all the changes stop. You never go in search of him. That means presence is changeless and absence is ever changing. So absence is ever changing world. And presence, when you are one with the presence, then nothing to do. Nothing to do. All your restlessness is gone. That is called the remnant. When you end your search for your friend, what remains? The presence remains. You are one with your friend. So that is called the remnant. That is end of your search. So don't think If you go on searching for the truth, you will get it. When you end your search, then only it appears by itself. That is called the reminence. जड़ देहादि के अविवेक से जड़ बनी हुई सी जो चित्त की पहले सत्ता थी, वही अब देहादि का ठीक ठीक परिज्ञान हो जाने के कारण निर्मल स्वरूप से स्थित हो मानो बोध रूप से उदित हुई है, क्योंकि यह आदि और अंत से शून्य स्वच्छ आत्म प्रकाश रूपी फल प्रदान करने वाली है. दिस इज हाउ ही सेज द फ्रूट. द फ्रूट मीन्स द रेमिनेंस, द एंड ऑफ द growth of the tree. The tree will grow. How long it will grow? Until and unless it gives some fruits. That is the end of the tree. So, this is the reminence, the end. Reminence is absolute presence. He says, as long as this chitta or mind, intellect, they are restless, they have relation with body, till then they have no vivek, discriminating power. Discriminating power says which is permanent and which is transitory, which is subject to change, which is momentary, and which is ever existing, non-changing. And non-changing means it will not have a beginning, it will not have an end. That's how it will be unchanging. If it will have a beginning and an end, then it will be limited by beginning and end. So it will be limited. So unlimited, absolute existence will not have any beginning and end. And that will be how it will be as per our as far as our intellect goes, isn't it? Till then we can discuss something. So if it is like that, it has got no boundary, it has got no limit, it has got no beginning and end, then how it will be? It will be ever existing. Ever existing. So ever existing, who will say ever existing? It itself has to know itself that I am existing, because there is no other than it, because it will be only one. If it is existence, then existence cannot be two, because it is not, it has no limit. No limit means it will be one only. Limited means then the second starts. Starting and ending will be there. When one ends, the second starts, then the second ends, third starts. So beginning and end will be there. Because it has got no beginning, no end, so it is ever existing one without change, without a second. That's how we call it Advaita, one without a second. There is no possibility of the second. So how it will be, as far our intellect can reach. it will be self-existing. There will not be any supporting agent to make it exist. So it will be causeless and effectless, because it has no support, no supporting another to whom it has to support. It has not its own support, nor it has to support any other. Then change will be there. It is without change. Why? Because it has got no beginning, no end, because it is limitless. So it can be like this only. It will be absolutely one without a second. It will be absolute existence, and it has to prove itself, that is, knowing itself. It has to prove itself that I am existing, because there is no other second to prove itself. How do you say it is existing? Who says it is existing? It has to say itself that I do exist, isn't it? Or else where is the proof? Proof is itself. So that is called self-knowledge. It knows itself. Do you know you are existing, or some other has to say you are there? How do you know that you are there? You are sitting there. Who says you are sitting there? You have to say, I am here. If I say, oh man, where are you? I am here, Swamiji.
Present, sir.
Yeah, present, sir. Who says present, sir? The presence says present. The presence itself says, I am present here. So it itself shows you know your presence. That is called knowledge. Absolute presence, absolute knowledge. And are you satisfied with it, or you support on some other to exist? If you are supportless, that means you are contented, you are satisfied with your existence. Because there is no other support. So you are bound to be supported by yourself. That means you are contented within yourself. That is called bliss. Sat, existence, Chit, knowledge, and bliss, contentment. Satchid Anand. So this is how maximum we can think about this remnants. There is no other way. So he says, this vivek, this discriminating power, which gives you the difference between the ever-changing or destroying or momentary world, momentary objects, and the object which is never changing, eternal, without beginning, without end. So Vivek decides, Vivek identifies, Vivek differentiates. This is this, this is this. When you stand before a mirror, what do you see? Yourself. Yourself you see. And who says, I am like this? And that is my reflection? Who says? Who differentiates? That part of the intellect is known as vivek or discrimination. it differentiates between the momentariness and permanentness. That power of the intellect, super intellect, subtle intellect, sattvic intellect, steady intellect, that is known as Vivek. And we compare it with the league match in some club. League match. There are many teams joined in the league match, say 20 teams. Okay? So the match is going on, league match. So what happens? Every team has to play with the other team. When the two teams play against each other, the winner is selected, isn't it? Then one winner will play with the other winner from other two teams. Okay? In this way, the winners will be playing with the other winners. In this way, we reach quarterfinals. Yes, 4 teams are fighting, 2-2. Then, out of those 4, 2 will be selected. 8. Acha, 4 they come. Then comes a semi-final. Okay, semi-final 4. Then final 2. 2 teams fight against each other, and out of that, one will be the winner, the cup holder, seal holder. He will be the final. So that final 2 teams, one is winner, one is follower. Isn't it? So this is how Vivek is the witness, discriminating power is the referee. A referee. He has to decide who is winner and who is the runner. He has to decide. That is called discriminatory power. And naturally, the winner will be the reminiscence, isn't it? He will stand in the field to take photographs and take this shield, and others have to go out. This is called the reminiscence. The reminiscence is the truth, the winner, and deciding factor is the discriminating power, and unless and until this discriminating power dawns, we are unable to know what is truth, what is untruth. Until then, this mind and chitta and all this intellect or prana, they go on having relation with body, and the body means the whole club. It has got all the teams within it. They fight against each other every moment. Every moment the fight is going on. Relatively.
So to bring that into harmony is one of the tasks.
He is the winner. Winner. And Vivek is the referee. Till then, all these entities, chitta, intellect, and ego, mind, prana, senses, they keep relation with this corpse, dead body. Body cannot do anything. It has got no power to move. It is a, say body means a group, total group, totality. So it cannot do anything. All these entities who are related with it, they have to cooperate with each other, then only the body can do anything. Body seems to be moving and doing everything. So till then it is taken as moving body, but when everything is understood perfectly that it has got nothing to do, it cannot do anything, then it is understood as a corpse, murda, dead body. It is inert, it cannot do anything. If prana doesn't work, if mind doesn't work, if senses do not move, then how can the body do anything? Can a dead body do anything? Can he talk? Can he see? Because prana is not there, so mind is not working, so senses are silent. It is called corpse. Body is really a corpse. As long as it is not understood, so long all these entities, they keep relation with it. And Vivek gives all the clues. Discrimination gives all the clues to these entities. Mind understand, oh, I have relation with a corpse. Prana also says, I am struggling here for nothing. Nothing. Huh? Just as a child plays with a stone. How long it can play? It can play in the phone. क्या कहते हैं उसको? क्या गेम कहते हैं? Video game. It can play day and night. But how long it can play with a stone which never moves? It likes to play with a balloon because it moves easily. If you want to keep a child silent, give a balloon. It will easily play with it and he will not bother you. So this way, the body is inert when all these mind and all these identities then come to know perfectly their relationship is useless, meaningless, then they also got their relation with the body. That means they become inert. It is a cooperative society. If one doesn't act, the others have to be silent because one is dependent on the other. You may say, no, if the whole team is playing, 11 people in a football team, if one is injured, taken out of the field, other 10 they play, go on playing, isn't it? But that one is, you see, if one is injured, means it is cooperative society, no doubt. And if one is inert, it is not like the football team, it is just like a chain. If one link is weak, the whole chain becomes weak. If one link is taken out, then whole chain is broken. This example is fit. This is exact how the cooperative society body activates. If one is taken out, others are inert. The strength of the chain lies on every link of it. So body will work if all the members of the group work. And if one is hurt, one is inert, then others have to stop. That's how reminence becomes absolute balance. Reminence becomes balanced state. And that is nothing but the substratum, that is chitta. Chitta. When it was polluted by all these group composition, one tablet, it is composed by different salts and minerals and acids. One tablet. When all the ingredients are taken out, composition is taken out, where is the pill? Nothing remains. And that nothing is diseaselessness. That is absolute steadiness. And that is known as the glow of the self, that is the effulgence, self-effulgent truth that remains in the end. And that is absolutely pure without any dualism in it. The remnants always is one. Till the remnants there will be dualism. Dualism means mixture. And remnants is naturally is one, absolute one. When all the dualities are taken out, all the impurities are taken out, naturally the absolute purity is the remnants. So tomorrow we shall see further. उस समय समस्त इच्छाओं से शून्य रहने के कारण कोई दूसरी गति न होने से वह आदि अंत शून्य आत्मध्यान ही परिशेष में अवगत होता है. How the mind feels, that is our subject. When it enjoys the fruit of samadhi, when it becomes absolutely silent, how does he enjoy it? What happens to the mind? So, what happens to the mind, it cannot be expressed. So, we express it as the remnants. The remnants will be like this. If this is taken out, the remnants will be like this. If that is taken out, the remnants will be like this. This will be the only language to explain it. What will be the feeling, experience of the mind? Mind will experience absolute silence. That will be the remnants. It will never feel any change. Changelessness is the remnants. That will be the last state of the mind when it enjoys the fruit of samadhi. Or call it dhyana vriksha, call it as you like. Or instead of mind you can call that deer, you can call it individual beings. Just an example. So, if the worldly man, when he gets disgusted with the world, with all this restlessness, then he becomes the seeker of the truth. Seeker after the truth. He is called the seeker, मुमुक्षु. उसी को कहते हैं मुमुक्षु, जो संसार से परेशान हो चुका है. No more it wants to run in the forest of world. He is called the seeker. And seeker, we have discussed how three types. In the beginning he will be ignorant, he will be always restless, and in the end he will be absolutely steady, jnani, and in between he will be half wise, half ignorant. That also we have seen. So mind when reaches the climax and enjoys the fruit of samadhi, at that time he enjoys ending all the troubles. That is the end of all the troubles, that is the remnants. This is how it will enjoy. We cannot call it bliss because again we have to go to explain what is bliss. So remnants will be proper word. Getting rid of all these troubles, the remnants. That is the proper word to say. Tomorrow we shall see further what else, how else he can enjoy. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Sabda Brahma ki jai, Saraswati Maharani ki jai. Hare Om.